Hey, welcome to the Explainer. So, the 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe, it's got this incredible new look, right? But the biggest decision you're going to make isn't about the color or the wheels. Nope, it's about what's under the hood. You've got two main choices, a classic gas engine or a modern hybrid. So how in the world do you decide? Well, that's what we're here for. Let's dive in and break it all down.
All right, this is really the core question, isn't it? You've already decided you love the new design. You're sold on the features. But the engine, that's the choice that's going to define what it's like to live with this car every single day. So what's it going to be? Gas or hybrid? Okay, so let's get right to it. The heart of the Santa Fe. Hyundai is offering two very different but both very capable power plants for this new SUV. Let's take a closer look at what they are.
So here are your options. On one side, you've got a 2.5-liter turbo gasoline engine, and on the other, a 1.6-liter turbo hybrid. And look, these aren't just slightly different engines. We're talking about two totally different approaches here. One is all about raw, unfiltered power, and the other is focused on smart, efficient performance.
Okay, that's what's on paper, but what does it actually feel like on the road? This is all about performance. You know, what you feel when you're merging onto the highway or just pulling away from a stoplight.
The standard gas engine puts down a really healthy 277 horsepower. This is definitely the choice for anyone who just loves that feeling of strong, confident acceleration when you put your foot down. Now, the hybrid comes in at a combined 231 horsepower. And you might be thinking, well, that's a bit of a drop, but that number is kind of deceiving. The magic here is the electric motor, which gives you all its power instantly, making it feel surprisingly quick and incredibly smooth right from a standstill. And that brings us to torque. That's that get-up-and-go feeling, you're pulling power. The gas engine leads here with a massive 311 pound-feet, which makes it an absolute beast for towing. But the hybrid's got 271, and you've got to remember, that electric power kicks in immediately, which makes it feel just amazingly responsive around town. But, 0 to 60 times aren't the whole story, right? For a lot of us, maybe even most of us, the most important number is fuel economy. And this is where the hybrid story gets really, really compelling. And wow, the difference is just staggering. I mean, look at this. The best the gas model can do is a respectable 24 miles per gallon combined. But the hybrid? It gets 36 mpg. We're not talking about a couple of miles per gallon here. This is a huge, huge leap in efficiency.
And for those of you who love digging into the details, here's the full breakdown. But really, the main takeaway here is super simple. It doesn't matter if you get front wheel or all-wheel drive, the hybrid has a massive fuel economy advantage across the board. Period.
Let me just put this in perspective for you. When you choose the hybrid, you are looking at up to a 50% improvement in your fuel economy. That translates directly into fewer trips to the gas station and, let's be honest, real cash in your pocket. Okay, so the gas savings are incredible, but I know what you're thinking. There's got to be a catch, right? If I get the efficient one, do I have to give up all the good stuff? The luxury features? Well, Hyundai's answer to that is a big, fat no. The hybrid is not some basic stripped-down model. You can get it in the really popular SEL trim, the high-end Limited, and even the top-of-the-line all-out Calligraphy. And this really gets to the heart of what they're doing here. They're busting that old myth that you have to choose between being smart about fuel and getting the premium features you want. They're making it clear you can absolutely have both. And if you need proof, just look at this. The top-tier hybrid Calligraphy is absolutely loaded. We're talking quilted Napa leather, a driver's seat with a relaxation function, a head-up display, second-row captain's chairs, the works. So yeah, compromise? Absolutely not. This is the whole shebang. All right, so we've talked power, we've talked efficiency, and we've talked about all the cool features. Let's wrap this all up and help you figure out which one of these is really the right fit for your life. So when you boil it all down, it really comes to this simple trade-off. Are you after the absolute maximum horsepower you can get with the gas engine, or is the unbelievable MPG of the hybrid the number that speaks to you? Ultimately, this is the decision. You just have to ask yourself, what's my life like?
Am I going to be towing a boat every weekend and need that maximum power? Or is my reality more about daily commutes, school runs, and family road trips, where that incredible efficiency of the hybrid is going to make a real difference week after week?
At the end of the day, there is absolutely no wrong answer here. It's just about choosing the right tool for your life. The question for you is, what's going to power your next adventure? Is it going to be all about raw muscle, or is it going to be about smart, efficient intelligence? The choice is all yours.